a lesbian model with a bad attitude, as well as a yaoi manga about an erotic novelist with an oblivious perspective. More on this in a second here at Queer Fudanshi. Hi, my name is Devin Jackson Randall, or DJR, and welcome to Queer Fudanshi. Today we're going to be talking about two things. One, Part-Time the Series, Episode 10, as well as Yume no Kuni in My Darling. Remember that this will be a spoiler conversation, so if you have not checked out either this TV show or this manga, then please do so now. In addition, there are section times in the description below, so you can look around and skip around if you feel like it. So if you want, you can listen to the descriptions of these properties and then you can come back later and join the conversation. So let's get talking. First, we're going to be talking about Part-Time the Series Episode 10. If you don't know, Part-Time the Series is a Thai TV show. It's technically BL and it's technically not, so it is going to go for our queer quota today. It's a show about a bunch of university students who are struggling with life. They're struggling to find jobs, to find a place to sleep, to find love, to find friends, and to find a way to find some time to study. This is a wonderful show that has multiple characters that all get a good enough amount of time, and they all get different stories and different perspectives. There is a BL storyline, there is a lesbian storyline, as well as multiple straight storylines and multiple other things happening with these characters. It's a good show, so you should go check that out if you haven't already. In addition, if you guys know the TV show Lovesick the series, the main-ish character, the character that started the show before it branched out to the other characters, the actor who plays Mom in this show is actually the actor who played Ern in Lovesick the series. So if you guys are a fan of him or that show, check out this one. It's by the same channel, MCOT. This particular episode follows one character, Melon, who is going through a sort of struggle at the moment. She lost a job earlier in a couple episodes ago, and she started taking up modeling. And she has started to feel herself, I guess, a little bit too much. So now she's starting to find problems. She is fighting with her manager, and then she goes and gets a freelance job, and she gets herself into some trouble. I actually liked it. Of course I didn't like what happened to her, but I liked that the character kind of evolved into something new, that it's showing more of her personality, that I'm getting that she's confrontational. I didn't understand that before, but now I'm like, oh, she's a bit of a troublemaker, isn't she? And I really like that this episode really focused on her, but then it also gave something new to her. In addition, I really, really, really want more of that lesbian storyline from her. If you didn't watch the episode yet, why are you watching this video? But she had again spoilers, she had a kiss with one of her roommates. And so I just want, I want some continuation of that. Like, what is happening? Is that a thing now? Is that not a thing? Are they like me and thinking, is this a thing? Is this not a thing? I just want some continuation of that storyline, and they haven't given it to me yet, and I'm very upset about that. But I guess they're trying to do the long game, and they want me to wait, and I will, regretfully. As I said, once again, this doesn't contain a BL in the show, and the first half of the episode kind of shows that. First half. But this episode, once again, was very focused on Melon. But if you guys want to check out that BL-ness, the last episode, episode 9, really focused on it, and particularly the character T, who I have grown to really like. And once again, he was in the first half to quarter of this episode. And I'm just happy to have it back. I'm happy that the show has been translated more, and I can't wait to watch more. Second, for your BL bits, we're going to be talking about Yume no Kuni in My Darling, or The Land of Dreams in My Darling. This is a manga that I actually wanted to read. I read it and I was like, why don't I just share this with the viewers, with Queer Fudanshi viewers and readers. And it's a story about Shiro, who has always crushed on his high school friend Shohei. And in fact, he actually became friends with him because he had a crush on him. And he has been pining for him ever since, never confessing, because Shohei is kind of an oddball, kind of in his mind type of character. And so, including that, he has always been enabling Shohei's kind of laziness He has been cleaning his house, cooking for him, and all that. And Shiro doing this for so many years and then finding out that Shohei has actually been meeting sex workers actually makes him so sad and upset that his feelings finally burst. If you guys think that this premise sounds kind of familiar, that's because it is pretty cliche. It is pretty familiar to Katakoi Opera, which I actually reviewed just a couple days ago or sometime last week. I actually really like this comic. I actually like this story. A bummer though, this manga, the whole manga is 6 chapters, but this actual main story, or starter story, is actually only 2 chapters, which I did not remember before I read it this time, and I was very sad to find that out, because I thought it was interesting. I liked the mangaka's art style, very cool, very simplistic, but then detailed in certain aspects. Like, there's one picture I have on the blog post, link in the description. There's one picture in the blog post where it's just a panel of Shohei, and he's looking all basic, very basic outlining and all that, and then right under there's a brassiere image that's just finely and minutely detailed. Lastly, there's little hints of darkness to the story that I had picked up on in the second one. The whole sex worker act, the final chapter, which, let's be honest, was just smut. It's about a gay yakuza who ends up getting his debt back from a host through not safe for work means. And then in addition, there was the second story, which had the coach falling in love with a used to be just recently graduated high school student. And there was something dark and mysterious about the high school student. That was just kind of like the air that he had to himself. And I just found that kind of dark air to it kind of surrounded this comic, the entire manga. And I was really interested in that on the second read. But that is it on my thoughts on these 2 properties. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys think. If you have checked out the TV show, if you haven't, you can watch it all on YouTube for free. MCOT has its whole season on there for free. No subtitles, but Just BL Things is subtitling the show in small increments, so you can check that out. In addition, the manga, while it is not officially licensed, you can find it all over the internet. So go check that out and let me know what you think. And as always, make sure to like this video if you liked it, and subscribe if you haven't already. Queer Fudanshi tries to share LGBT media through news, reviews, and good conversation. So let's keep talking. Bye.